a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. The national anthem of Argentina rings out. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant business, we were obliged to return the favour. I don't think there's much difference here.
And that gets things running. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this guy, Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest...
Great chance! Fabian Ruiz. Ferran Torres. Medina is the guilty party there. Ferran Torres. Oh, that's well spotted. Great vision. Ferran Torres in acres of space out wide. He's having a shot! Goal! Spain! And it's Spain who take the lead. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Number 21, Mikel Oyarzabal.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. De Paul. Look at the space here. Pedri. And it's Pedri. It's Gavi. Opts for safety. Cucurella. De Paul. Now Martinez. And here's Fernandez. Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Oyarzabal. That has been slung wide. De Paul. Now it's Messi. Montiel. Now Martinez. And here's Messi. Laporte did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's had it taken off him. It's a pretty loose pass. Martinez. Montiel. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Now it's Martinez. Almada. De Paul. He's being urged to shoot. Forced to go back. Lovely. Can he finish?
He deserved that equaliser.
The goal scorer for Argentina.
Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Argentina restore parity.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
He's got away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Not the most accurate pass. Almada. Medina. And it's Fernandez. Now it's Ferran Torres. Oyarzabal is onto this. De Paul. Oh, there's a probing ball. Almada. And Medina. De Paul. Played out wide. And here's De Paul. Picked out brilliantly. And Martinez! Argentina! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Argentina leading now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And here's Lautaro Martinez. Messi! And that was too close for comfort.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Argentina have hit a quick-fire double here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. Ferran Torres. And it's Ruiz. And he's had it nicked away. Fernandez. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And here's De Paul. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. He's not got that quite right. Rodri. Llorente. First quarter of an hour gone. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. And he's managed to get free. Shot could be on. Chance! And it's lofted through here. Now it's Martinez. Martinez. Montiel. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Out towards the flank. Rodri promptly onto that, and that is that. Pedri.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
And he's picked it up out wide. Almada.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And here's Fernandez. Now it's to Paul. Pedri. Knocks it out wide. Gavi. He's on it. Can he get away? Laporte. Fabian Ruiz. And it's Laporte. And it's Cucurella. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Almada. Messi. He was under real pressure there. Messi. Chance, surely! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Rodri. Kubasi. Llorente. Spain disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. It's a good ball out wide. Messi. And that has been cut short. And here's Gavi. He is through here. And it's Pedri. Oh, good spread. Oh, played through for the wide man. Oh, terrible mistake. Oh, that's fabulous. Cross into the box. And he gets rid in a hurry. He's rising! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Rodri. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. McAllister.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Fabian Ruiz. Ferran Torres. Pedri. Oh, that is a nice touch. Stood up well to him there. Now it's Martinez. Now it's Martinez. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Romero. Mikel Oyarzabal looking to add to his goal. And shifted it to the flank. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oyarzabal! And yes, it's there! They've done it again! It is incredible!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
So again, we have parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
A pleasingly open affair so far. Goals wherever you look. Medina. Defending of the desperate variety. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. That's a sharp pass. Llorente. Can he get onto this? And he's there to get it away. And it's Llorente. Looking to play him in. Ferran Torres. Oh, good climb! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
We're talking about creating a problem for yourself. OK, credit the good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Medina. It'll be a throw-in. Oyarzabal, nicely spread. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. It's a goal kick. Can he finish? And it's goal! Spain! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
To this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We are just getting started. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Now it's Gavi. Now it's Gavi. Cucurella picks it up out wide. Lisandro Martinez gets it away. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, a player that's very much moulded in the role of the traditional Spanish number 5 is Rodri. He certainly has the sort of physique that would allow him to...
Chance for a shot! Goal! Argentina! And there is your opener. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Argentina have their opener. It is a goal of real significance. Kubasi. Llorente. Rodri. Pass somewhat off target. McAllister. Fabian Ruiz. And here's Gavi. That is lovely. Cucurella. That's good play. In towards the back stick. That's a decent clearance. Argentina leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Otamendi. Paredes. That has been slung wide. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Spread neatly. The ball gets into a good position. Takes aim and crosses. Pedri. Now it's Gavi. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gavi. Now it's Gavi. Gavi! No, just not quite.
Gavi certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Otamendi. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Paredes. And it's Fernandez. The ball picks it up out wide. That's destined for the flank. Now it's Fernandez. And it's McAllister. That's a nicely weighted pass.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Cucurella. Rodri. Gavi. Now Fabian Ruiz. Llorente. And Kubasi. Gently done. Now it's Ferran Torres. And he's picked it up out wide. That's very neat. Hangs in across. And a header! It's a goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Tries to play it through. Space for him to turn and look. Oh, important interception. And that was very necessary. Now it's Simeone. Crosses it in. That has been knocked clear. Mikel Oyarzabal. De Paul. And here's Alvarez. Alvarez! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Now a sudden chance to counter. Cucurella. And it's Gavi. That's a throw. Rodri. And it's Cucurella. Now Fabian Ruiz. Cucurella. He is just caressing the ball. Gavi is on. Big chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Martinez. McAllister. Fernandez, who's set up one goal so far. Now it's DePaul.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
And it's Fernandez. And here's McAllister. There's no getting past him. It's really well defended. So what can they make of this? Ferran Torres, upright and purposeful.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Otamendi getting this one clear. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Any thoughts on all this so far, Jim?
Well, it sets up a very entertaining second half, Peter. Who's going to make the first move, trying to win this, and how they might find a way to sustain good pressure.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. Argentina get the ball rolling in the second half. Ferran Torres. Now it's Ferran Torres. Otamendi spots it and intercepts. That's going wide left. Gavi receives it in a wide position. Lovely bit of skill. And the cross comes in. Lisandro Martinez can clear it away. Played out towards the right wing. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Very nicely done. Llorente. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that was very necessary. Romero, Paredes, DePaul, spread it left. He's in plenty of space here. Brilliantly cut out.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And Simeone. And it's Fernandez. And here's Lautaro. And Martinez! Oh, cracking effort.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Fabian Ruiz. That's a good ball out wide. Ferran Torres. Great vision. Argentina have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Now it's Alvarez. It's a promising position. He's got away. Simeone's cross. And that's been well dealt with. Cucurella. And it's Pedri. And it's Ruiz. Now it's Oyarzabal. Gavi. And he's certainly onside here. Gavi gets into a good position. So changes of foot here, and from both sides.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
It'll be a throw-in. Spain have opted to make another change here. There's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what system they'll be playing with now, Peter.
El dorsal 21 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 19.
Paredes,
El dorsal
Palacios, Simeone. Plays the return pass. And here's Alvarez. Laporte. That pass has been well intercepted. And it's Fernandez. Played out to the left flank. The ball finds himself offside. Alvarez. Now it's Martinez. Just a quarter of an hour to play.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
He's on it, can he get away? He's got plenty of space out wide here. Swings in across. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Now it's Martinez. He's shifted it to the flank. The ball picks it up out wide. And here's Alvarez. Knocks it into space. Can he finish? In he goes again. Goal! Argentina! And they get themselves in front! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Final checks on the touchline, a change about to occur. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of, go make a nuisance of yourself.
Argentina leading now.
Oh, that's tremendous. They've shown it again and again in this competition. They'll fight to the very end. You have to admire them for their spirit.
Romero plays a sharp little ball here. And it's made its way to him. Little pass back.
Oh, that's good pressure. It gave him no other choice. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Argentina close now to seeing this one through to the end. Aimed beyond the defence. Pass is just off target.
Argentina really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Rodri. Fabian Ruiz. That is good alertness. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Out towards the flank. Yamal. And that will be the final act. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. Your reflections then, Jim?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. We're certainly result-wise. This is a game they wanted to win for so many reasons, and his players did a sterling job carrying out the instructions. Thoroughly enjoyable.
This is another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first-day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this guy Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest talent of his generation to come out of Spain. I mean, he has all the traits of some of the great legends that have been there before him. The ability to handle the ball in tight spaces, his speed of thought on the turn, his understanding of the landscape around him, the intelligence in reading defensive positioning, all those factors which can make him unplayable when he's truly on song.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Now it's Ferran Torres. Fabian Ruiz. McAllister. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Now Paredes. Oh, good spread. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now they can spring out of defence.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Caught offside that time. And he's been shifted off it. Gavi. Ferran Torres. And he's quick to get rid. Laporte. And it's Ruiz. Played out towards the right wing. De Paul. Paredes. McAllister.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
He has found the way through. Cucurella did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. De Paul. Alvarez. Now it's Simeone. Rodri. Laporte. And it's Pedri. Now Fabian Ruiz. That's going wide left. And it's Pedri. Cucurella tries to play it through. Gavi providing an outlet on that flank. He's in a shot at goal! Goal! Spain! That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
En el minuto 31, el dorsal 21.
Spain have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Spread out to the left. That has been slung wide. Paredes. Quality ball. That's destined for the flank. De Paul. Now it's Martinez. Lovely feet. Martinez! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
I'm a little surprised that he actually couldn't make that count. He's so good from that range. Often he'll find the net. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Paredes. McAllister. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Llorente. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Looking tight. He's having a hit! No, just not quite.
Pedri really might have let his reputation get the better of him then. Yes, you can spank one from there, but there are other options, you know.
Un minuto de descuento.
Great vision.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Cleared without hesitation. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Argentina go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. Down to business again.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
And it's Paredes. Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Martinez. Spread it left. Throw in. Pedri. Here's Llorente. And it's Rodri. Ferran Torres. And it's Ruiz. He's on it. Can he get away? Now it's Gavi. McAllister. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. McAllister. And it's Paredes. Rodri. Laporte. Now Fabian Ruiz. And it's Pedri. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Cucurella. That's a lovely, neat pass. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Well seen, saw that coming. Oh, he's having a go! Unai Simon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Fabian Ruiz. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Romero. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Oyarzabal. Ferran Torres. Gavi. Oh, that's neat. He's having a shot! And he couldn't finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 7.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 19, el dorsal 6.
McAllister. And Simeone. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rodri. Cucurella. And it's Laporte. Into the last quarter of an hour. For Marino. And it's Pedri. Cucurella. And it's Marino. Now it's Gavi. Here's Rodri. Now it's Oyarzabal.
Spain surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Yamal. Merino. Time is running out here.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
And it's Llorente. It's Pedri. Llorente. Yamal. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Now it's Simeone. Simeone. Oh, lovely feet. He is such a good mover.
Argentina really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Merino. Simeone. Fernandez. And it's Fernandez. Nicely spread. Can he get on the end of this? And it's Pedri. Now it's Oyarzabal. Some really good ball movement. Gives it. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Argentina are beaten and they are out. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Argentina really looked like they were just second to everything. Disjointed even. Yeah, it was a high-intensity game, and that may have gotten to some of the players, but even so, it was just disappointing on a lot of levels.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que pueden acceder a toda la información relacionada con nuestro equipo en nuestra página.
After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things already rolling. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. Simeone. Nice control. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Kubasi getting this one clear. Laporte getting this one clear. Spain have the chance to go the other way. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
I've always been impressed with this boy, Kubasi. It never ceases to amaze me, Peter, how the Catalans always manage to unearth all of these gems, especially in an age where the demand is quite high on defenders. He's really the perfect package.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Ferran Torres. Tries to play it through. Now this could be a chance. Oyarzabal with the cross. Simeone gets it away. And it's Cucurella. looking to pass their way up the pitch. Cucurella receives it in a... Oh, great leap! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Argentina, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. No way through. McAllister. Now it's Alvarez. Played out towards the right wing. Great vision. Looking to play him in. He's on it. Can he get away? Oh, that's neat. Cross into the box. That has been knocked away. Otamendi. Martinez. Now it's Martinez. Now it's DePaul. Now it's Fernandez. McAllister. Llorente cuts out the pass. So what can they make of this? Can he get on the end of this?
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Ferran Torres crosses it in here. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Simeone. Otamendi. Martinez. Fernandez. And here's Gavi. Threads one in, and it's Ruiz. And here's Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal! And he's really put himself on the line here. Pedri with the short one. Gavi. Shapes to shoot! And now they can spring out of defence. Martinez. Played out to the left flank. Now it's DePaul. Fernandez. Pressure coming in from all directions. Now it's Simeone. It's a smartly directed ball. It's a good ball out wide. Looking for the run. McAllister. He's onside. Ball in towards the middle. Now, who's going to be first to this? That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Pedri. And it's Cucurella. For Ferran Torres. Rodri. And it's Cucurella. Now Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Pedri probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Paredes. McAllister, somewhat off target. Knocks it into space. Played in. That's it, 45 minutes up. And it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So, nothing to report so far on the goals front.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. So off we go again. So the first half brought no goals. Ferran Torres providing an outlet on that flank. And that could well leave a mark.
You can think ahead, but not take your eye off the ball, and he did.
Martinez, Paredes, McAllister, Gavi, and he cuts out the supply.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Now it's Alvarez. Simeone tries to pass it through. Showing good feet. Hoisted in. That's a decent clearance.
Argentina clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
And he's had it nicked away. Spread out to the left. Gavi. Space for him to turn and look. McAllister did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Martinez. De Paul gets into a good position. It's a goal kick. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Now it's Oyarzabal. Gavi is onto this. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ferran Torres unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Fernandez. Oh, good spread. Now it's Gavi. And it's made its way to him. Oyarzabal. Big chance! And that's a sharp finish. And the game has liftoff. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there really isn't enough happening up front, Peter. They just haven't been afforded much by way of creating chances. They must start showing some bite.
De Paul. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, that's a very decent ball now.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Deflected behind for a corner kick. Spain have opted to make another change here. Merino! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And he goes cross-field. De Paul. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Fernandez. That has been cut short. Fernandez. That pass has been well intercepted. Rodri. Pedri. Now it's Oyarzabal. Paredes. McAllister. Pinches it off him. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Merino. That's destined for the flank. Argentina can make their change now with a break in play.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Paredes. 5 minutes left on the clock. That's an imaginative pass. No outsmarting him this time.
Argentina really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Merino. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's picked his way through, and that's been drilled in. And the finish! And yes, it's there! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Oyarzabal demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So is that the... So we're up and running. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Ferran Torres. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. De Paul. Martinez. Spread to the right. Simeone. And it's Paredes. Now it's Alvarez. Spread it left. And here's De Paul. Oh, what a ball!
Alvarez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
De Paul. Nicely spread. Cucurella calmly anticipates. Both sides exercising caution for now. Llorente. Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Alvarez. Simeone. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's the Paul. Llorente does well not to be outdone there. Pedri. And that is a little undercooked. That has not gone well. Rodri. It's Pedri. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Oyarzabal. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Rodrigo De Paul. Swung over. Simeone. Now, can they get him away? McAllister. Unai Simon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Pedri. Now it's Pedri. Now that looks a decent ball. Pedri. And that has found him in acres of space. He leaps for it! Goal! Spain! And it's Spain who take the lead. A great delivery and a finish to match.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cucurella.
Argentina really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And it's Pedri. And here's Ruiz. This is a promising build-up. Gavi gets flagged offside. "15 minutes till half-time. Oyarzabal. Ferran Torres. That is a brilliant interception. Fernandez.
Pretty robust defending.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Fernandez. Spread out to the left. He's looking wide. Martinez. Pedri. Distributed tidily. Now it's Ferran Torres. This looks promising. Now it's Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres. And that's aimed into the middle. And it's hoisted clear. Rodri. Now it's Alvarez. Now it's Fernandez. Now it's De Paul. Nicely weighted ball. Delivered low. Fabian Ruiz. Cucurella, who does have an assist to his name. Kubasi. And it's Llorente. Here's Rodri. That has been slung wide. Now it's Alvarez. He shifted it to the flank.
You can never be short of runners into...
And that signals the end of the first period. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Argentina unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game-changer.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. Down to business again.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Throw it. He's in a great chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Takes the shot! Romero clears without hesitation. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
That's good play, in early. Pau Kubasi attempts a clearance. That's a decent clearance. Spain are looking to go forward now. Llorente, down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. And he's picked it up out wide. Fernandez. Simeone. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. De Paul. And it's McAllister. Can he get it through? It's a goal kick.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal
Time
9
then for the first substitution
será
of the game.
sustituido por el dorsal 17.
You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
And it's Ruiz. Ferran Torres receives it in a wide position. McAllister. Alvarez. Simeone. Cucurella. Pedri. Nico Williams has the space to scheme. No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Well, he certainly reacted quicker than anyone else, Peter. He just couldn't keep his composure in the end.
They've played it short. Skims one in. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Fabian Ruiz. It's Pedri. And it's Ruiz. Cucurella. And he's forced to go back. Now Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Fabian Ruiz. Ferran Torres. Cross from Ferran Torres. De Paul. Fernandez. McAllister. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Opts for safety. McAllister. Fernandez.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Nico Williams. Looking for options for movement. Lovely bit of skill. And he can thump it away.
Cambio de jugadores en España.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. And it's been taken short. Now it's Pedri. Pedri crosses. Lisandro Martinez tries to clear. Good ball, good take. Great ball, and he's in here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Martinez. De Paul. And it's Rodrigo De Paul. Fernandez. Now it's Martinez. And here's De Paul. De Paul finds himself offside.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
De Paul. Now Martinez. And it's Fernandez. Ferran Torres. Oh, that's delightful. It's a sharp little ball here. De Paul. Time added on will be 2 minutes. McAllister. Alvarez. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So that is it, the end of the road. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, what can I say, Peter? It seemed like the enormity of the task got the better of the players, and they never really got going. I know it can happen to even the best of us, but that doesn't take away from the fact that this was a painful...
Better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first-day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things already rolling. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. They've played it short. Gavi. Look at the space here. And that's a... Goes for a shot! Marvellous goal!
What a super start! A total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Played out to the left flank, and it's Rodrigo De Paul. Now it's Fernandez. Pedri, played into space. Oh, he's found support out wide. Martinez, and it's Paredes. It's Otamendi. Fernandez, played down the flank. Simeone providing an outlet on that flank. Unai Simon gets it clear. Pedri. That's destined for the flank. Gavi. Ball's gone out of play. And here's Ruiz. Paredes does really well to win the ball there. First quarter of an hour gone.
Argentina are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. No, that's been intercepted. Alvarez. Now it's Martinez. Aims beyond the defence. He is just caressing the ball. Cucurella defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Mikel Oyarzabal, Ferran Torres. Now it's Oyarzabal. De Paul. Simeone. McAllister. Shoots! Off the post! Cucurella. That's a good run down the left. Knocks it into space. Cucurella gets into a good position. That's good play. Pedri with the cross. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. 30 minutes gone. Alvarez. It's a really well-measured ball. And he's straight offside. Laporte. And it's Laporte. Here's Llorente. And it's Ruiz. And here's Oyarzabal.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's picked his way through. And that has been knocked clear. Defending of the desperate variety. Threads one in. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. And now they can spring out of defence.
Argentina certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
That has ended up in no man's land. De Paul. Martinez. Half-time getting close now. He's looking wide. Gavi. That's the keeper's ball. That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Simeone. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And it's Fernandez. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Fabian Ruiz. And we've reached half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Argentina unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And here is the first touch of the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
And that's been drilled in. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Paredes clears it away. McAllister looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now it's Martinez. Tries to thread one through. Simeone in acres of space out wide. Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. Laporte. Llorente. Argentina still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Throw in. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. McAllister. Now it's Simeone. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Pedri. Rodri. Nice looking ball. Oh, super find. He is through here.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Fabian Ruiz really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Simeone.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Now it's Martinez. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Now it's Gavi. Mikel Oyarzabal. Passes short and sharp. That is lovely. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Romero can get it clear. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Now it's Oyarzabal. Ferran Torres is onto this. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Pedri. And it's Pedri. And Kubasi. And here's Ferran Torres. Fabian Ruiz. Strokes it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal
The two
9.
coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Serán sustituidos
And the
por
keeper beats it
el
away.
dorsal 17, el dorsal 19.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Se va a realizar un cambio de
And that is
jugadores.
out of play.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Now this could be a chance. Foot in. Yamal. Can he get away here? Yamal running with intent. Argentina very much running into the last chance saloon.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to. Argentina really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Now it's Messi. Now it's De Paul. Has to go back here. Chance! He's got away with one there. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
There'll be a minute of stoppage time. And here's Nico Williams. Flings in across. And that will be it. Argentina bow out. Defeat sealing their fate. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Argentina really looked like they were just second to everything, disjointed even.
And better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first-day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things already rolling. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Spread it left.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, the centre of midfield, Peter, is where battles are won and lost. So I see Rodri as a player who can dominate his midfield position. He's excellent at winning and recycling the ball, as well as passing it all over the pitch. I see him as someone who's very well suited now even to those highest tempo games.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Rodri wins the duel this time. Now it's Gavi. And it's Cucurella. Opts for safety. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Pedri. That's going wide left. That's tidy. Simeone. First quarter of an hour gone. Ferran Torres. That's destined for the flank. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And here's Gavi. And he's taking no chances there. Well, they've got it again. Oyarzabal is onto this.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Martinez. Now Romero. Fernandez. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. There's the crossfield ball. Simeone. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Oh, he's found support out wide. Fabian Ruiz. Chance! Goal! Spain! And it's Spain who take the lead. Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition. Argentina are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And he's forced to go back. Rodri. That is ended up in no man's land. Paredes. Now it's Alvarez. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Kubasi. And Cucurella. Half an hour played now. Fabian Ruiz. Gavi. And it's Cucurella. Pedri. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, that's neat. Pedri crosses. And it's hoisted clear. Martinez. Played out to the left flank. De Paul receives it in a wide position. De Paul. Now it's Fernandez. Now that looks a decent ball. In towards the back stick. And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And it's Gavi. Pedri, and he's played it back.
He's got no choice here, he had to go backwards.
And here's Ruiz. Little pass back. Played back.
That's good pressure, it gave him no other choice.
Aimed at the far side. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Pedri plays it short. Cucurella. Argentina are looking to go forward now. Now it's Martinez. Fernandez. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Now Martinez. Nicely spread. Oh, that's a fine interception. Rodri. Kubasi. Fabian Ruiz. And it's half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Argentina unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. Down to business again.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Paredes. The message is clear, none shall pass. Rodri, spread out to the left. Fernandez. De Paul. Llorente. Threads one in. Ferran Torres. Oyarzabal. Good read, needed to be. McAllister. Martinez. And he's making progress on the ball. Oh, that's fabulous. McAllister. It's gone behind for a goal kick. Argentina still this single goal behind. That's been cut out, well played. Fernandez. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, good spread. Now it's Simeone. Llorente. Fabian Ruiz. And it's Cucurella. Rodri. Distributed tidily. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Argentina are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
So no flag here. Place it in low. Ball is over the line. Romero. Argentina have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
The less said about that pass, the better. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Ferran Torres. And it's Rodri. Fabian Ruiz, who does have an assist to his name. Paredes. McAllister, over to the right flank. Engages and forces him off the ball. Rodri, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Cucurella. Rodri. And it's Llorente. And that's going up front in a hurry. That has not gone well. Now it's Alvarez. Played out towards the right wing. Nico Williams. Can he spark a counter here? Great vision. And it's Pedri. Now Nico Williams. 75 minutes played. Spread to the right.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Rodri. And here's Ferran Torres. He is through here. Space for him to turn and look. Fabian Ruiz. Now this could be a chance. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that is well cleared. Argentina very much running into the last chance saloon.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
And here's Nico Williams. Showing good feet.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Fernandez. That's a good ball out wide. Oh, Red, nice interception. Nico Williams. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Simeone. And it's McAllister.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Fernandez.
Spain are totally dominant in the middle of the park and no way through.
And that will be it. Argentina bow out. Defeat sealing their fate. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Argentina really looked like they were just second.
Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers. So will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into the action. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Fabian Ruiz. Oh, great leap! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And it's Rodri. Ferran Torres. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this guy, Rodri, was one of Europe's most coveted midfielders when he was on the market, and often seen as an integral component in the next generation of Spanish midfielders. He's got that outstanding quality of being able to shield the ball particularly well, and that is key to any holding midfielder.
Well, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Now it's Simeone. McAllister. Now it's Simeone. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's McAllister. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Now it's Oyarzabal. There's a sharp little ball here.
Oyarzabal clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Now it's Simeone. He's dribbled past his man here. Martinez! Martinez! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Laporte tries to clear. Aimed beyond the defence. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. That is Rodrigo de Paul. Fernandez. And that's a... And Martinez! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Rodri with the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Gavi. Tries to pass it through. Paredes. No goals as yet. Romero. Fernandez. McAllister, spread out to the left. The less said about that pass, the better. Cucurella. And it's Pedri. Now it's Gavi. He's found a way through. Now that looks a decent ball. It's a promising position. And he's definitely onside. Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Gavi. Fabian Ruiz! Goal! Spain! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Spain have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Driven in. Cucurella is there, and he can get that clear.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Now it's Fabian Ruiz. Oyarzabal. And it's Cucurella. Cucurella got a long way forward to join the attack. De Paul. Ferran Torres does well not to be outdone there. Fabian Ruiz. Llorente. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Oyarzabal really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Llorente. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lovely pass, but can he get... He's having a shot! That is decidedly lacking. Martinez. It's Otamendi. And that is the end of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Argentina finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. Down to business again.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Distributed tidily. He's in plenty of space here. That has been cut short. Simeone. Fernandez. Tries to thread one through. Llorente promptly onto that, and that is that. Pedri over to the right flank. Fabian Ruiz, given the lift of his goal. Martinez just eases him off the ball. Llorente. Oyarzabal. Argentina still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Cucurella. Rodri. That has been slung wide. Paredes. McAllister being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Well, they've got to deny him time and space, and that's one way of ensuring it.
Now it's Simeone. Paredes. Simeone receives it in a wide position. That's tidy. That's an excellent interception.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Oh, nicely intercepted. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. De Paul. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Kubasi. Paredes. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rodri. This is a promising build-up. Some really good ball movement. Look at the space here. McAllister. Romero. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. And Fernandez. Martinez. Just a quarter of an hour to play. That's going wide left. De Paul gets into a good position. Fernandez. That's going to go a long way. Ball's gone out of play.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 7, el dorsal 9, el dorsal 21. Serán sustituidos por
Whipped it across.
el dorsal 19.
McAllister! It's in! Argentina are level. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
En el minuto 78, el dorsal 10.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this poses a very interesting question now, Peter. Do they push on to try and win it in normal time? They certainly have the momentum.
Knocks it into space. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Messi getting this one clear. And here's Yamal. Llorente. Now it's Yamal. And a header! Played back in. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Pedri with the short one. Somewhat off target.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Gonzalez. Now it's Palacios. He's through here. He's on it. Can he get away? That is lovely. Gonzalez with the cross.
That's good defensive concentration. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Palacios. And it's McAllister. Can he get on the end of this? In by Messi. Nico Williams. 90 minutes done then, but that is not the end of it. Well, still no winner, Jim.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
Well, no winner after 90 minutes, another 30 minutes, hopefully to make a difference. So it's down to business here. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Llorente. In by Llorente. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. That's destined for the flank. Simeone. Cucurella. And it's Rodri. It's Gavi. Cucurella. And it's Pedri. Rodri. That's a good ball out wide for Ferran Torres. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Simeone. And it's McAllister. Paredes. And that was asking for too much. Rodri. Played out to the left flank. Tries to play it through. Nice control. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Llorente. De Paul. So what can they make of this? Played out towards the right wing. And Simeone. Paredes. Spread it left. Rodri. Llorente. Spread to the right. De Paul. Paredes. Passes coming off in quick succession here. De Paul. Great vision. And it's made its way to him. And that is a little undercooked. Cucurella clears it away. Surely now! Spain are looking to go forward now. Now it's Fabian Ruiz.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Rodri. De Paul. There's the crossfield ball. Simeone picks it up out wide. Oh, sweet feet. And the shot! Llorente. Kubasi. And it's Laporte. And Cucurella. And it's Gavi. And it's Pedri. Ferran Torres. And that little bit of skill has got him away. No, he's not getting past him there. Alvarez. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Pedri. Cucurella. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Paredes. He's looking wide. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. And here's Gavi. Looking for options for movement. Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's picked it up out wide. And it's Cucurella. Now it's Fabian Ruiz. McAllister. And that signals the end of the first period. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So, nothing to report so far on the goals front.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. So we're on the way for the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's having a hit! Oh, how good is he? A finish of true class! It is the pick-me-up they all look for! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
So the first goal of the game.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
And he cuts out the supply. And here's Alvarez. Some resolute defending there. Threads one in. Fabian Ruiz. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gavi does really well to win the ball there. That's an imaginative pass. And the ball is out of play. Martinez. Paredes. McAllister. Martinez.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Rodri. And it's Rodri. Ferran Torres. Llorente picks it up out wide. And he's there to clear it. Nicely weighted. And the shot! Ferran Torres is flagged offside. Just about up to the hour now. Now it's Simeone. Now it's Alvarez. Well timed, excellent interception. Looking for the run. Great work on the overlap. He's got away. Flashes it across. And that has been cleared. Alvarez to McAllister. Now it's to Paul. Can he get it through? McAllister receives it in a wide position. Crosses it into the area. Deftly away. And that has left him in a heap. Cucurella. Pedri. Now, can they get him away?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And it's Gavi. That has not gone well. Alvarez. Fernandez. And he's intervened well there. Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Martinez. Now it's Martinez. Now it's to Paul. And no, that was never going to make it. Fabian Ruiz. Chance here to counter. Martinez. Fernandez. Now it's Simeone. It's a searching pass.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Será sustituido por el dorsal 17.
Cucurella. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pedri. Fabian Ruiz. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Martinez. Now Martinez. He shifted it to the flank. De Paul has it in a wide position. Spread out to the left. Argentina are running out of time and out of options.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
Oh, that is a nice touch. Pedri picks it up out wide. Pedri goes short. Well, what has happened here? Delivered low.
Spain really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Ferran Torres. Williams.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Paredes.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And that interception. And there goes the final whistle. Argentina bow out. Defeat sealing their fate. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Argentina really looked like they were just second to everything. Disjointed even. Yeah, it was a high-intensity game, and that may have gotten to some of the players, but even so, it was just disappointing on a lot of levels.
Se ha encontrado a una niña morena con coletas de unos 5 años que lleva un vestido azul y dice haberse perdido. Se ruega a su abuelo que se ponga en contacto con algún empleado del
Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers, so will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So straight into the action. This then the... off the ball! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I think this guy, Gavi, is someone who really does show his Catalan pedigree, Peter, where the philosophy is to love the ball, to demand the ball, to protect the ball. And he'll always back himself because he's got the courage to do all that and then do his bit for the team. And he will always be a key midfield link because of his cleverness, his anticipation and his desire.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Now this could be a chance. He's having a pop! Oh, that was no routine save.
Alvarez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Simeone. He's had a shot! Spain are looking to go forward now. Spread neatly. Laporte can get it clear. Oh, strongly challenged there. Looking to play him in. And it's Paredes. Fernandez. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Martinez. Neither side yet able to find the net. Nicely spread. Well, that pass isn't the best. Laporte. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Spread to the right. That is lovely. Fabian Ruiz. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Fabian Ruiz! That's a fair try, but just off target. Ferran Torres. And here's Oyarzabal. Now it's Fabian Ruiz. Fernandez. He's looking wide. Now it's De Paul. Now it's Fernandez. Rodri. Kubasi. And Cucurella. Fabian Ruiz. And it's Cucurella. Cucurella crosses. Keeper has taken decisive action. And he can clear it away. And he's there to belt it away. Can he get on the end of this? Fernandez wants to run onto this. Oh, important interception. Pedri. And it's Cucurella. And Kubasi. Llorente. Rodri. Llorente. It's still 0-0, but no shortage.